Hello and welcome back. This is the Gamer 2.0. Today we're going to be continuing on with Thousand Arms. So last time we were going through and doing some dates with Sodina. So I do have enough to kind of continue taking her on dates. The only bad thing is like if I need to do any type of upgrades, it's going to cost a lot. So we're going to go ahead and just do some regular dates. I can do her minigame, but I believe the date actually gives more if you get good responses than the minigame will.
Please take good care of me.
Alright, so we have I'll do my best or what? I'm not ready for a commitment yet. Definitely gonna go with A here.
You're so caring. Although you say irresponsible things, I think you're actually dependable.
Alright, so we have Sodina, you really understand me, come let me hug you. Or, no, I don't mean to be that way. No, I don't mean to be dependable. No, I don't mean to, like, no, I don't mean to be what? Because it means like I guess I don't know. Like, come let me hug you is a little too forward, I think. Although like she has an intimacy level 8, so I mean like I don't think that's terrible. Having like physical contact or anything when you're at like that level of intimacy. But none of them really seem to like whenever you try to initiate like big physical gestures like hugs or kisses or things like that, so that might not be the best way to go. And I think that it's because the game is built more on like the classic Japanese sentiments, where PDA was really not like really done, especially like out in public and stuff. So like doing things like, hey, let's let's kiss or let's hug or things like that. It's just like it kind of makes people feel weird. Especially when you go back to like the more olden times of Japan. Well, I say olden times, but this was like what 20 years ago. But still, like that was still big when PDA was really not an acceptable thing to kind of do in public there. So I think B is the better response. But I mean, like I like A better just because it's like you really understand that I can be a goof, but I am dependable. I do follow through with the things that I say that I will do. I just don't like the come let me hug you part. I mean, like I like A better, so I'm gonna go with A, but I think B is the correct choice here. I guess we're gonna find out. She might just end the date right here.
Get away, you maniac!
Yeah.
Life.
She didn't end the date at least. Alright, so we have, there's a lot of fun, so take it easy, or can get tough, so we should live our lives to the fullest. I think B is better here, just because it kind of refers to, like, her life has been tough because she, like, lost her brother, she lost, her home, things that were important to her, but we should still, like, look for the things that are positive in life and kind of continue moving forward with it. So I'm going to go with B here.
You are so cool, Mice. I wonder who you got it from. What is your personality type, Mice?
So we have, I'll tell you later, or tell you the truth, I don't know. I mean, B is at least honest, where you're saying, like, I don't really know, like, what my personality type is, whereas A is, like, I'll tell you later, meaning, like, I don't really want to talk about this. So I'll go with B, just because, I mean, like, it's at least honest, where, like, I don't know is a better response than, I'll tell you later, because if you say, like, I don't know, it could be something like, well, why don't we take a personality test, or why don't we do something that we can kind of discover what it is together, and, it can be kind of turned into an activity, whereas, like, I'll just tell you later is just kind of like, like, don't ask me that question. We're gonna go with B.
What? Do you believe that certain people are destined to meet?
Alright, so we have, it doesn't matter, I only love you, or certainly every chance to meet a girl is destined. I'm gonna go with A here.
Stay with me forever. I read palms. Would you like to show me yours?
Alright, so we have what right now? Or I haven't washed my hands though. I think A is like supposed to be kind of like embarrassed and like more of like a pure response where it's like, you know, like what you want to hold hands, which I think is probably like the better response, because I haven't washed my hands is like, yeah, it just means that you're kind of like a gross, disgusting person that like doesn't wash their hands after they like handle something that's dirty or gross. So I'm gonna go with A.
Are you blushing? How cute! Mice, what do you think is your best feature?
Alright, so we have I guess my eyebrows just like my father, or my hairy legs. My hairy legs is definitely more of like a joke response, but I think she's asking this in more of like a serious manner, so I'm gonna go with A.
So, you look like your father. I bet he was really handsome.
So that's kind of like a compliment where it's like, so like, you know, like I got my eyebrows from my father, and she goes, oh, so you look like him. I bet he was really handsome, which is kind of like a backward saying of like, oh, well, you're handsome because you look like your father, who I think was probably also handsome as well. So, got a nice compliment there.
I feel dizzy.
Alright, so we have, oh no, what should I do? Or do you want to rest a bit? B kind of takes a little bit more charge of the situation, where like A is like kind of like I don't know what to do in a bad situation, which is not like super manly, where it's like, you know, like I need to kind of be like the rock in the storm, where it's like someone can like depend on me like being there and being stoic and making sure that things are taken care of, even when there's like rough things going on around me. So I'm gonna go with B here.
Oh, mice. What is this feeling? Could it be love?
Alright, so we have it must be love, or maybe you're hungry. Again, B is like a more jokey response, but I think we're gonna go with A here.
Mice, you are so passionate. Why do you stare at all the girls?
Alright, so we have it's good to appreciate beautiful things, don't you think? Or because I like girls. I'm gonna go with A because, like, having like an appreciation for something that is beautiful is at least a better way of looking at it than just like, yeah, just because I like girls. So we're gonna go with A.
I don't think that's what I was trying to say. Thanks for asking me out. See you soon.
Alright, sounds like we got the level up here. Yep. So up to 9. Let's see if we've got anything to upgrade here or new spells. Kind of on the fence of like if I want there to be a new spell or not. Just because if there is a new spell or ability, that's great, because that means I get to put it onto a weapon. But if it's not, that's also good, because that means I don't have to waste the MP to actually upgrade a weapon. Alright, Sodina, let's see what we've got for level 9. Spark. So I'm gonna go ahead and give that to Mice. Just because I think Spark is going to be a like more of an attacking spell. And I'm gonna go ahead and put Forge another weapon here, just because I want to just double check and make sure. Yeah, so there is no more special attacks to be gained. There we go. And actually, let's take a quick look here at my spells. Because I want to check Spark. Light attack, agility up on self. Yep, so that is a attack spell. But I do kind of want to give that to Sodina as well because that is her spell specifically. But I don't think I have enough to actually upgrade her weapon. Yeah, hers is 2,000. So what I'll probably need to do is head out, do some MP grinding. I probably want to grab around 3,000 additional points. And the reason why I say 3,000 is because it's the 2,000 to upgrade the weapon, plus the amount of MP needed for the next set of dates, just in case I need to have additional MP for that. And then a possible upgrade as well. So I should come out with a total of about 3,500 altogether. But luckily the dates are going by pretty quick. Make me leave this area, which will make it more difficult for me to get my way, or find my way out of here. Nice, got the 3 spirits. And summon. Good 300 there. So roughly about 10 fights. Maybe more, because we are getting some level ups here. But I kind of gotta say, I really hope that the Miskatonic is kind of like the end of the game. And the reason why I say that is because if it's not, I am just like over leveling myself way too high. I will probably not have very much difficulty doing any fights if there's more than just like the final boss fight. Which, to be fair, I guess like that's possible. Just because I doubt that there's just going to be like some kind of like teleportation ability that's like in Miscantonia that's going to be like, yeah, you're going to teleport directly to the there's probably going to be like some kind of like rocket ship or some kind of like flying vehicle or something. At least I think that way anyway, because I don't think it would make sense to just be like, oh yeah, by the way, we have a teleporter that's been able to take you to the moon this whole time. But she does give us the warp spell, Natalia does, and with the warp spell, like, we can kind of like travel around the world. But I don't think it's going to be like, yeah, so you can use this to travel to the moon. And I still need to check on all of my weapons to see if they're finally done once I get Sodina up to level 10 before heading back to Miscantonia. Alright man, can I get less of these like 1 monster fights and more of like the 3 monster fights? took away my ability to grind in the Unova, which was giving me like tons of MP. So now I gotta deal with these, because these actually give me like more than one monster fights, whereas like if I go to Miss Antonia, it only gives me like 1 or 2 monster fights. It doesn't give me any 3. I mean, which is honestly it might be better than here, just because here is only 1. That 1 is like maybe 100 something. Yeah, 118. I mean, I might as well just run up and fight the tank tortoises. Use magical on them until I get the doubling of the MP, because then that should give me like 500. Even though that will take longer, but that's worth basically 2 tortoise fights. I mean, I've done 3 fights there where it's just a single enemy. Maybe if I run a little bit deeper in, I'll get like more multi-monster fights rather than just 1 or 2 at a time. I'm pretty sure I was getting more whenever I was yeah, Tank Turtle. I think I was getting more whenever I was like inside the actual library before it became all pacified. Alright. Now I want the one that doubles MP. Alright, so let's see how much MP we get out of this. 398, so that's about 400. As long as I'm actually getting the cast where it shines down the yellow light, should be fine. But without that, it's just kind of like regular amounts of MP. Just like piddly little damage. Yeah. It's like a pathetic amount of damage, not really worth. I need more of like Nelson cheering than anyone taunting. Now if I could get 2 tank turtles, that would be great. That would be around 800 MP per fight. But I know also like the blade creatures also give a little bit of MP as well. But they can appear in multiples. And this is just to the door that I can walk into to get all pacified because I can't get any monster fights in there. Nice, first cast. I guess I could possibly try doubling and doubling it again. And just like keep casting magical until it until like the creature dies basically. I can see if that works, because I'm not sure if like I can actually double the double and get 4 times. Because if I get 4 times, that would be 800 by itself. And if I get double that, that would be 1600. I guess we can try next time we get a tank turtle. I really don't want to cast magical on the blade creature just because he has the ability to actually steal my EP, and that's just kind of annoying because that just reduces the number of times I can actually cast a magical spell. So that's 300 for both of them. So 1 turtle is basically worth a spirit and a blade creature. Alright, another tank turtle. I mean, I guess what I could do is prepare a heal plus for him. Never mind, because he is now paralyzed, so you can't do anything anyway. But I can prepare the heal plus just so that if I start doing some damage to him, I can basically just kind of heal him back up so that he doesn't die. Okay, well now it's trying to put him to sleep. Just double the MP again. Wasting a lot of EP. Debuff. Alright, no longer paralyzed. The super weak spell. Still trying to hit him with status effects. Come on, man, just hit him with the double MP thing. Hurt me for a whole single 20 minutes. Alright, more debuff attempts. Alright, don't know what that was. More damage spells. He's now confused. Again, not what I wanted. MP here. Go ahead and heal him up a little bit. Alright, I don't need you to taunt, I need you to cheer so that way I get more casts without having to waste items. So that's one double, finally. After what, like 6 casts in the spell? No, not what I want. Just want the double MP to go off one more time so I can check and see if it can actually double it. So it doesn't say that nothing happened. Again, I don't need you to taunt. I need you to cheer, so that way I can actually get more MP, which allows me to cast magical more times. Nope, only 398, so it's not worth multicasting. Or even, honestly, casting more than a single time magical. Alright, I'm probably gonna do just about 2 more fights, and that should be enough to get where I want. Yeah, so that's him stealing my MP. That was 26, that was an entire cast of magical. Alright, so one more fight and we should be at 4,000, which should be more than enough to both upgrade Sodina and give Mice a possible upgrade. If level 10 happens to be something that is not that is actually like a spell that can be used. It's not something that I've already gotten from like another character. Alright, good enough. One more fight wouldn't have hurt, but 4,000 is fine. Got enough. Let's go ahead. This time we're gonna go to Boisby, and I'm gonna take Sodina on a date in her hometown. Because actually, once I get her to level 10, I don't want to date just yet. I actually want to go to the forge real quick and actually give her Spark. Because if I can get her up to level 10 while I'm here, that's great, because that'll mean that I can go directly to Smoochie and see about possibly trading in some smooches for some items. Alright, Sodina. We can go ahead and upgrade. Yeah, she got a level up, so that increased the costs. It's kind of what I was worried about. Alright. Well, let's go see if we can get her to level 10. I might do her minigame once, just for a little bit of bonus intimacy points, before taking her on just a regular date. Sodina, minigame. Just because this is super easy.
Are you ready? Go! Keep it up! The game has just started. A little bit more. Almost there. It's ready!
So,
Delicious! This is so good!
the trick that I kind of find to make it like the easiest is to just kind of draw like a simple line, to like the different pattern that it kind of takes. So, if it's like x squared triangle x, you basically just kind of like start at the x and then you just kind of like draw the triangle down, so that you know exactly kind of how it's gonna go, and it makes it a little bit easier to actually remember rather than just trying to memorize the specific key combinations. All right, so I'm gonna take her to the airfield because I think that would be a good date spot. It is a little bit noisy, but you do get to see like the planes and stuff kind of take off and arrive and that kind of stuff.
Which color do you like, pink or blue?
So we have, I like pink, it's a girl's color, or I think you'd look beautiful in any color. She didn't specifically ask us, like, what color do you think looks good on me? She's asking, like, what color do you like? But I think, like, mirroring what she would like here is, like, a good response. Just because, like, I think you would look good in any color. It's just kind of too generic and kind of, like, not really a good answer. So I'm gonna go with, like, I like pink, it's a girl's color.
So you like girl colors? Is there a cure for love sickness?
Alright, so we have, what are you thinking? Of course there's no such thing, or there's got to be one somewhere. Which, I don't think having a cure for love sickness would be a good thing anyway. So I'm gonna say, of course there's no such thing, because I think we've had this question before, and I think other girls would like that answer in response before. So I'm gonna go with this.
Mice! Thanks for destroying the mood.
Okay, I guess she didn't like that one.
I like to grow flowers.
Alright, so we have, that's a perfect hobby for a kind girl like you, or are they edible? Definitely go with A, because giving her a compliment's good.
When I treat them well, they speak gently to me. Flowers have elemental spirits, you know. Do you think I'm childish?
Alright, so we have, that's not a problem, you're cute, or I think you're quite an adult. B could be possibly referring to, like, her physique or her physical nature, so I think A is probably the better response here. Even though, like, it kind of is saying that she does act childish, which I don't think she really does. I think she's, like, one of the more mature acting characters in the party. But I'm gonna go with A just because, like, it at least has a compliment in it, whereas the other one is more of, like, well, physically you're an adult, which kind of makes it look like that's the only thing that Mice thinks of. So we're gonna go with A.
Mice, you're so nice. Although you say irresponsible things, I think you're actually dependable.
Alright, so last time I said, come let me give me a hug, didn't go well, so, no, I don't mean to be that way. I guess is a better response. Let's try it.
What are you saying? Do you mean to tell me that you aren't dependable?
So we have yeah or nah. I mean, like, I'm gonna go with nah. Just because, like, it's not, I'm not saying that I'm not dependable, I'm saying that I don't need to come off as irresponsible.
Well, we're relying on you. Do you think I'm cute?
So we have, yeah, you're as cute as a white lily, or sure, why do you ask? So I think she'll actually like A better, just because, she has mentioned that she does like talking to flowers, and she also likes gardening, so I'm gonna go with A.
Oh, you're so kind. I've always wanted someone to tell me something like that. Do you think we would meet again in another life?
Alright, so we have, we'll meet again, I promise, or probably, I'm sure I'd still be chasing girls. Definitely going with A here.
Do you really think we're destined to meet again?
So we have, most certainly, or, well, it's more like a desire than destiny. I'm gonna go with A just because it's a little bit more romantic to be like, yes, we're destined to be together. Whereas B is like, no, it's, I mean, like, B is like the more logical thing, like, well, it's more like a desire of wanting to be together than it is actually destiny. But I think A is a little bit more romantic, so I'm gonna go with that one.
That's one of your stock lines, huh? So she asked me out yesterday.
So we have, what? You should be careful. Or, really? Well, it's good to date other people, huh? Yeah, we're definitely gonna go with A, because B just makes it seem like we're dating other people. So I'm gonna go with A.
Mice, you sound jealous. I was just joking. It was really fun. Thank you. Can I talk to you a bit more? I want you to know more about me.
Alright, so I think this is the first time I've actually gotten this this questionnaire for Sodina specifically. So, well, I'm gonna ask her about her dream, because I think that'll add a little bit more depth to her personality, just kind of knowing what she wants.
My dream is to become a bride of a successful spirit blacksmith, like Jabel.
Okay, not as much depth as I was wanting, but okay.
I haven't found anyone like that yet. I'll see you later.
Alright, did get up to the intimacy level 10. So we are at max intimacy level with all the party members and all the girls I can possibly date right now. So, first let's go and check the smithy. Let's see where we're at. What spells she has for her level 10. Going with Sodina, and let's see here. So Weena gets Earth Pressure, but that is all. But she needs 2,000 to get that ability. So what I'm gonna do here is rather than run around and try to collect enough MP to actually get that for, I'm actually going to run back and take a look at our weapons that are getting prepared, all the rusty weapons, and see where they're at. Because running through those should actually give me enough MP to actually give Weena her special attack. I do want to head in here though and recover all of my MP after I used magical so many times and getting not the results that I wanted to. Got plenty of money, so we can go ahead and stay at the inn.
Wake up, sleepyhead!
Alright. And with that, we're good to head out. And the nice thing about the elemental forges or the spirit altars is that there's actually a smithing station at each one of them, so I can actually upgrade Weena's weapon while I'm actually at the forge. Alright, so let's go ahead, start by warping, and some cave. And this will be like, what, the 6th time that I've had to run through here? And one step in, I've already got it. I don't know why I can't get fights this fast whenever it comes to MP hunting, but when it comes to trying to traverse the dungeons so that I can get to the end, so that I can check on the status of my weapon, it's like, alright, one step, gotta fight. Alright. Continue running through here. Let's check. Well, I almost made it all the way through this one without a fight, so I guess it's not that bad. And that's going. And a dodge back. It's annoying because it wasted the time. Sure it's down this way, up and around. So one thing I'm not sure about this particular cave is the center area that I'm in right now, where it's got all the little like platforms and stuff that are on the surface of the water. Are those actually all supposed to be connected to like the same rooms together? And you're just kind of traversing one specific set. So like if I head in here, I do this small semicircle, come back around, and is this taking me back into that same room just with a different exit? Or is this taking me to like an entirely different map? Just because like a lot of this stuff kind of looks similar to like in that center room. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be like a kind of like an allegory to like the reflections of water where things look slightly different but they're actually the same. Which I mean like that could be like a little like interesting thing, but just kind of curious if I'm actually like in the same room, just coming out of a different exit of that same room. Because I mean, like, it definitely feels like it. Fighting a lot of slow crabs. Alright. Nope, this way. Back down here, back around. Okay, man, double dodging, that's kind of BS. It's like, if you're gonna be like that, then at least just retreat and don't attack me for the 1 point of damage that you do. Pretty sure it's not the middle one, I think it's the one to the slight left. Because the branch off to the right here is to a treasure chest that's already open. Alright, well, we're almost to the end of the dungeon. Which I do have to, unfortunately, run all the way back through to get out. But even if this one's not done, we can still go and check on, I guess one of the other weapons and just kind of see how that was progressing. Or the rags. I'm not sure if that, again, I'm not sure if that's like an armor or if that's specifically like a weapon for Sodina, or not Sodina, Nelsha. Because Nelsha uses different clothes as her weapons. Alright, let's go to the Sacred Altar. I mean, that looks pretty much done. I don't know how much brighter it can get. Alright, so I'm gonna do something here. I'm gonna head back to the Sacred Smithy, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and save, and then attempt to take the Rusty Axe and see if it changes the name once I actually get it, and if I can equip it. Because if I can, then that means that it's done, and I can put something else in there. And if it's not, then I'll just reset the game, and I don't lose all the progress that I've gotten on the weapon. Just in case it's like, well, you know, you took the item out before it was ready, before it got the name changed, so because of that, you have to start from 0 again, which would be definitely very annoying. To have to like put it back in and then try to do a whole bunch of other stuff until it was ready again. Alright, so let's try actually taking it. I'm pretty sure this is going to be from Musa, so let's try. Nope. It is still a very very bad weapon compared to just his claymore. 10 times better. Alright, well, it's a good thing that I saved, because that'll be the end of this episode. Thank you guys very much for watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe if you so choose, and I look forward to seeing everyone in the next episode, where hopefully we'll go and check some of the other weapons and see how they're doing, because kind of a dud here. Possibly going through the other dungeons might make it to where this one will actually be done. And I'm glad I saved it before taking the axe, so that way I don't lose all the progress up to this point with getting Sodina up to Intimacy level 10. But again, thank you guys very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.